The Job Manager. Job Manager is a customized, tailor-made drywall software program designed to schedule all aspects of the drywall cycle. All information is your data, only viewable by you. Your passwords are encrypted, so you are the only one to access your information in the database. The software is cloud-based, so it is accessible anywhere there is cell phone or Wi-Fi coverage. The software is also backed up hourly. We are viewing the main screen, which has 11 tabs on the left-hand side, and then recently viewed tabs at the top right, and any jobs that are bookmarked on the bottom right. Let's go into 76 Allen Road on the right-hand side. The job loads onto the information screen, which has all the pertinent information of the job, such as the builder's name, house codes, specs, any other administration documents. Across the top, we see 9 tabs. The next tab is the billing tab, where we can enter all the trade rates and purchase order amounts. The house tab is where all the entire job is tracked from start to completion. We have IPD, foam, insulation, drywall, scrap, attic, tape, texture, touch-up. When we look at the installation box, the ready for date is April 14th, and we can see that 1,000 feet of insulation was loaded on April 13th by John's Building Supply. If I was a scheduler for the application company, and an installator is looking for work, we can assign it on April 15th, and we can assign it to Jack Thompson, and then we can email the information to Jack. And you can see at the top left, it was assigned to Jack Thompson, the job number, the builder number, the address, the footage. And so we can email the information off to Jack. And once that happens, Jack will receive the email and he can accept it or decline it. Once he accepts it, that information will go into the trade portal. And that's where he will be invoicing once he is complete. The process will be the same for all the stages for the trades. Moving along the top, we are at the house. We will go into the basement, which has the same information, and the garage. The scaffolding tab is a way to track all the scaffolding that's on site. As you can see, there's some previous orders. We can add a couple frames, we could add a couple decks, some 4-wheel, some cross bases, and update it. And once we update it, that information is attached to that job. The Files tab holds all the pertinent information such as plans, purchase orders, emails, any other types of documents. You can upload photos into this program here, and they can be done from your cell phone on site. So it's a nice way to have everything in one location. The Orders tab here is where all materials are ordered for a job. We can actually create an order here for drywall, and we can order it from John's Building Supply, and then we can order 100 sheets of drywall. We can put the date we want to send it, and we can send it off to the supply house. And this will be the same, as you can see, for insulation, drywall, scrap, and scaffold. That's where we'll order all the materials. We'll flip back to the main screen. So we quickly went through 76 Allen. That's where all the job information is. We can go into the job phase list, and then across the top you'll see all the different phases of the job. This is where it consolidates all the different stages. So we can see here there's a bunch of jobs where Simon King and an installator are in. You can see how long the jobs have been going for. We have the house, basement, and garage. So we can see on 76 Allen that Jack Thompson, just down at the very bottom here, was put in April 14th, which we just put that in there. So we're able to enter into a job and assign the job to the installator. And this would be the same for drywall, taping, texture, attic, scrap. Going back to the main screen, so we've gone through a job, we've gone through the phase list. we will now enter the service module. And the service module is where we track any type of service work. And you can see that there's a couple jobs populated. We'll look at April 19th, and we can see that Larry Thompson and Simon King have been assigned to jobs. You can have as many service tapers as you want. We'll click into Simon King, and you can see he has 2 jobs on April 19th. And we'll click into the first one, and we can see the requested work is check taping quality. The estimated time is 2 hours. The other job obviously would be for 3 hours. And so all this is real-time information, so the service tech on site can change the amount of times it's needed to complete the work, and you can have as many service techs. You can see what all the service techs do, or you can narrow it down to one service tech. The billing report. The billing report shows all the jobs that are ready to invoice. So this can be set up as progress invoicing or one-time invoicing. You can set up different percentages at different stages of the house, and as they are completed, they will populate on this screen here. We will now go into the scaffold report, and all this tells you is all the scaffolding that's on site, and so it's a nice way of seeing where all the scaffolding is. The abnormality report is information that you are able to customize yourself to see where houses might be taking too long. You can put the parameter in. If a house is supposed to take 3 days to drywall and it's gone past 3 days, it will populate on this screen. Material report is another report that you can take a look at, see what materials have been shipped, what materials haven't been shipped yet. Quick Reports is a program where you can customize what you want to see for information through the job manager. The trade pay is the invoicing program. Once the trade has completed his work with the rates already accepted by the trade, he can invoice for his work through his own personal trade portal. In the trade portal, it will have his information, rates being paid, and quantities of material. He can submit his invoice and request adjustments if you'd like. Once he submits his invoice, it populates on this screen. We will enter into 5206 57th Street. We can see that there was 980 feet of insulation delivered to site. The rate that he's been given is 25 cents. Simon King is going to get $145 of the total amount, and John, we should put a last name in there, John Doe, will get $100. We can make changes if we want. We could add more money, we could deduct money, we can save it and approve it. And once we save it and approve it, the trade will now see that in his trade portal that the dollar amounts, the rates have been approved, and the day he's going to get paid. This is a nice way of having all the information up front. There are no discrepancies at payday, and it helps with the trade pay that this can be done on a daily basis, approved, and so it eliminates the time crunch between trade cutoff and trade pay. The green tab here on the back of the main screen is where you create a new job. I won't go through it, but that's how the job started. Under My Jobs, the red tab, the top left-hand corner, it just gives you a snapshot of all your jobs that you have on the go. You can see this is just for Simon King. I can go into other superintendents. I can go into select all supervisors, and this shows all the jobs that are on the go for the drywall company. Down in the bottom right hand corner, you will see the administration tab. This is where we update all the information like builders, suppliers, who are the users. You can enter different subdivisions, types of textured beads. The trade one here is where all the trade information is inputted. And you can see we have all the different stages. we can pop in just an installation stage and we can say, okay, these are all my insulators. We'll go into Simon King and you can see his phone number, his email, what he does. Obviously, this Simon King does everything, but it can be narrowed down just to one scope. Any certificates, his WCB, his GST number, and then at the bottom here there is a box here that you can enter information on the insulator. It's a good reference down the road if you can't remember who the insulator was that worked for you and how well he did. It's a nice way to see what he was doing for you at the time. So this is basically the snapshot of Job Manager. There are other reports that can be done, other things that it can do, but in this short video I've given you an overview of what Job Manager can do. The program offers many other features. If you please would like to email me or message me, I can set up a time to come meet you or do a webinar and go over more details of Job Manager. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope to hear from you. Thank you.